Thank you so much for the follows, Scruff McGruff. Wow, thank you. Just about done setting up. Alright, last time I tested this game out to make sure it works, and it sort of works. It did break when I tried to close it completely, but it did work. Also, hello! Hi, Caramel Chameleon. Hi, Gwen. Wow. I'm very excited. What song is it playing? Huh. Well, I actually had this game as a kid, so I'm very, very excited to try it out. Let me get it set up. This is going to be a bit janky. The overlays probably won't work entirely right, but such is life, because I'm working with this. The best way we were able to get this to work, though, I'm very happy, is through the Mac setup that Gwen set up for me. So instead of emulating this on a PC, which I could never get to work, I can just emulate it on a Mac. It's give me a quick second. Annoying that that's not working. Grab this one. Weird. Did someone add a sticker real quick? Yep. I remember that. Please wait, your great work is being assembled. Got a sticker, I just want to check something, that something's working correctly. It's working, thank you. Cool. Alright, let's try and get this to work. Welcome to Sheepsafer. How is the... I don't know how the audio is going to be, but we'll see. Let's try booting this up. Pinball Science. Pinball Science. Cannot find CD. I don't have the CD installed yet. Hang on. Let me go put the CD in my CD drive. I suggest making funny CD noises as I do this to make it fit better. I'll do my own. Actually, I won't. I can't remember what noises a CD makes. I don't want to get it right. I was watching DVDs last night. I know these noises. Last night we watched, yes, your setup is extremely cute. I'm very thankful. You did a good job. Okay. Discs. Here we go. That was me looking through my files. That was definitely not me looking through my computer files. Looking through my actual, real files, of course. Let me add the disc to my very real Mac. Oh, yep, there we go. Put the disc in. Now let's try this again. Pinball Science. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Hang on 1 second, let me fix that. Okay, cool. And also, let me turn off the music. Let's go. I'm really excited for this. I played this game so much as a kid. Ah, shit. Do you think Mammoth.net still works? Hang on, I gotta check in another tab. Nope. It's dead. No. Oh, that's so sad. And maybe they have that on, like, the Internet Archive or something? Hang on. Let's see if we can get an old version of Mammoth.net. Mammoth.net. Back in 2002? Maybe? Maybe? Nope. Hmm. Maybe it's not actually mammoth.net. Because in 2002, this was a completely different thing. Back far back can we go? Okay, 1999. So this would have to be it. If anything is it, this is it. Nope. It's still a website for Nordic Mammoth, which is not what we're looking for. It must be a different URL then. It must not actually be mammoth.net. It's lied to us. Let me see. Okay. David McCauley. I'm gonna find this guy's website. David McCauley. Where is this man's website? Website. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ah, well. On to the game.
Greetings. I have some very important business that I need you to assist me with. My story is, I believe, quite unique.
I'm gonna watch this whole thing.
Long ago, I traveled to a far-off village where I was able to construct a most ingenious game with the help of my assistant, the mammoth. This became known as my first great work. Journeying on, we arrived on a remote island. Here, my second great work took shape, making use of the rather explosive materials to hand. However, events took a strange turn, and we found ourselves launched into space and locked into orbit around the moon. To relieve the tedium, I began instructing some astronauts on the moon in the construction of my third great work. However, we have now been up here quite long enough, and in the meantime, my great works in the village, on the island, and on the moon have all fallen into disrepair. I need a bright young scientist to rebuild my three great works using the blueprints
Oh, the blueprints. There they are.
and inventor's journal contained within this bag. Of course, once you have released me from this rather inconvenient orbit, you can join me for my triumphant return to Earth. Before you start, please fill in your record card. Choose your name from the list of users or click the New User button to add your name to the list. Select the level you want to play the quiz at, then click OK to store this information.
Heck yeah. Alright. That's a great intro. I love this game. This game is already better than I remembered it. I'm so excited. Alright, the bug girl was a test I did last night just to make sure the game would run. Now that I know it's running, what do I want to do? We'll say Junebug for now. And then I'm gonna go really hard for this one, since this is the intro stream just to figure it out. But if I speedrun it, I'll have to do pretty easy. My goal is to speedrun this.
You better begin by repairing the village game. Click on the blueprint in my inventor's bag when you're ready to start.
I love the audio here. Right, let me look at the other stuff real quick. Options. Copy. Keyboard controls. What do we got? Okay. ZX, and then comma, and then period, question mark, and then enter to launch ball. It has 3 tilts, which is already better than a lot of pinball games we see. Wow. Oh, yeah. Sound, high score, help. I think I'm good with all those. I don't want to set up the print. That's a trap. Junebug's logbook, my details. Don't have anything here. And then inventor's journal. Is this going to be all the info about how machines work that we get? The art is so cute. It's just so adorable.
I humbly offer my great work, Pinball Science. Essential in all respects for successful and safe conduct in all interactions with the great woolly mammoth
I loved these books
and
as a
assorted
kid.
machines.
This game completely obliterated your computer once? Holy shit, what happened? Village.
Faucet. On keeping mammoths awake. One of my more successful
Oh, the
additions
art
to
here is
village life
great.
was the water tank. Water collected in the tank from a near...
I go to technical notes. Aha. Okay, cool. All ready to learn how dumb I am about science? How much I've forgotten since I learned everything as a shitty Christian homeschooled kid who wasn't taught anything of importance. Let's go.
Click on the loudspeaker for help on how to use the blueprint and component store.
Component store. Faucet. Turning effect equals force times research answers. Ah, okay. Distance. There's the answer. Yeah, I love this game. I'm so glad that so many people are, and so many people in my chat are like, "Oh, I used to play this game as a kid," because I loved this game as a kid, and I couldn't figure it out. First, some Mac OS files got moved, and the resolution got so fucked we could barely fix it. Oh my god. All right, force times distance. Yay! Oh, I remember that little animation of the little guy looking at you. Push something up a ramp or lift it straight up. Isn't it? Ramp. How am I supposed to answer this? Up a ramp? Yeah, okay. I'd look into speedrunning the new way things work, but I don't know if it's an actual game or if it's just like a book of weird toys. Because that's what I used to do. Also, hi, the geek. Wow. Does pushing a lever further away from the fulcrum mean you have to push it further or less far? It's farther. I have obtained the faucet. Now, another thing that's interesting, since I am looking to speedrun this game, I don't actually think I need all of these tools. Like, most of these I think aren't actually necessary for me. Bonus. A machine that reduces effort is said to have a mechanical... Oh, I used to know this. I don't remember it anymore. Does the bonus question do anything? Mechanical advantage. I'm a huge sucker for this sort of thing. The mammoths are so cute in this. I'm a huge sucker for this sort of aesthetic in general. The advanced controls for this component are now turned on. Ah, shit. Okay, I am gonna have to figure this out. Uh-oh. Okay. What's next? Next to the component store, we have the spring. So the only thing we need... Yeah, this is The Way Things Work from the same book guy. This is the same guy as made the Way Things Work books. This was the video game. He also made another video game that's just The Way Things Work, but a video game. Yeah. I love this little mammoth guy. What is used to steer an airship from side to side? Oh. What? Oh, we're talking about a hot air balloon. Okay. I don't know. Let's learn some facts. Yeah, like, if you give it a propeller and controls. Okay, yeah, you need a propeller. I was about to say, you can't steer a balloon. What? Rudder? You just lied to me. Come on, that was a fair answer. Air higher up in the atmosphere, less dense because there's less or more air above it? Less. Find the density of an object by dividing its mass by with other quality. Oh, volume, right? Yeah, let's go. I'm not an idiot. Hell yeah. Look at this cute little mammoth. Let's click on it. Alright. Now, I believe, once again, that this is the only thing I actually have to have. because I think our only goal. Well, I am on hard mode. I went to the hard one. I went to hard questions. I imagine the easy set of questions is going to be like, what's a what? How do you spell lever with it written out? Right now, an object's mass divided by its volume gives us. You just asked this. Its density. Cool. All right. I'm going to try testing this out now that I have 2 tools.
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled.
Remember, we should absolutely play more
edutainment games. You need to place at least one of each
want to play
type
the
of
old Jumpstart
component
games
before
real
you
bad.
can progress.
I don't have all the tools, but I want to see if I can beat it with just these 2. Because in theory, I should be able to. Or I could immediately lose my ball. Oh, come on. Fuck you, video game. I love the bird dropping the ball. I always thought that was cool as a kid. Okay. Only goal is to get it up to that, our only real goal is to get it into the slot next to the hot air balloon. That was not it. I'm not sure how exactly we do that, but that's our only goal. Last ball. Yeah, it's so much fun. Just the aesthetic of this game in general is so much fun. Okay, I can't do anything with that, so maybe I do need to fill in that tool in order to make this a little bit easier for myself. But I've already failed. This has not gone well. Oh no! Wow, I'm in almost last place. I'm only better than Rachel. Fuck. I've blown it. Alright. What's Inventor's bag? Hang on. Oh, go back to the blueprint. What's an Inventor's bag? Oh, this just takes me back. Okay. Oof.
Click on the loudspeaker for help
These
on
my
how to
works
use
mighty
the
in
blueprint
despair.
and component store.
Let's see. Logbook? What's that? Ah, village components. Okay. Launch the balloon. How many points you get? Once the controls, the points scored for successful launch will be doubled. Okay, I don't really care about that. Here I can see which components I need for which thing. Okay. Flippers are normal. Launcher is normal. Faucet. Roll the ball at the lamp to turn on the faucet. Setting the water flowing scores you points and provides the energy needed to turn the gears. Okay. Fewer hits to get the water flowing and set the water wheel working. That could be important. Springs. Place springs on your landscape. When a ball hits one of the springs, it will bounce off in the opposite direction. Okay, this could be good because we could put springs in places that would make it easier to get the ball up to the top. Screw. Gears are used to make the cog turn. You can lodge the ball between the teeth of the cog, which will carry it to the upper part of the field. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Cog will turn more slowly. This will make it easier to fire the ball into the gaps. This is such a cool idea for a pinball machine. Mammoth dip. Am I gonna have to answer questions about mammoth dip? Okay. Targets are knocked down. I don't think I want these at all because they seem to just be points, basically. The hot air balloon is our main goal. Okay. So, the main things I think might help with beating this table are... Oh, shoot, wrong button.
Click on
The springs, and then the cog. So let's do those. If you double the force on the spring, what happens to the amount it compresses or extends? I have no idea. The problem is that it's just a choice, so I have no idea what it is. Double the amount. Okay. You double the force you apply to a string. What happens to the amount it doubles? Okay, good enough. Cool. Potential energy converted to when squashed or stretched spring snaps back and dissipates. Kinetic energy. Yeah! Every time I get one of these questions right, my high school self, who taught herself science, even though the teacher we had, the tutor that I had for science was a hardline creationist, and I had to teach it to myself. It's like, good job, you did it! We did it! We succeeded! What units do you use for an elastic constant? Is it newtons? Newton meters. Cool. Now I want to put the springs in place, and I want them to put, so my current idea is, what if, the thing is, if I put a spring here, and a spring here, that's good, because it means the ball will stay up here more often, but also it means the ball might not go down as easily, which I'm worried about. Or you might not be able to get the ball up there. I'll put one here too, just for the hell of it. Okay. Next up, final question. Attracting or repelling force that causes squash spring to spring back? Attracting. Cool. I was just guessing there because I only have 2 answers. Okay. And then the other component I thought I needed was the cog wheel. The gears. I could also get the mammoth dip, but I don't think it's important. Alright, let's read about it. I read so much of these things. I thought they were so cool. Changes the direction. I guess I can just guess the different type. It would be spur gears, because those just reverse it, right? No? Altering their direction. Okay, it wanted bevel gears. Thank you for the answer. Set of gears with a ratio of 4:1 connects a handle to an axle. If you turn the handle, 2. One advantage of a worm gear is that it doesn't take up much space. Thank you for giving me all the answers in the book. I enjoy an open book test. Alright, where does this go? Right there. Final question. A big gear with 20 teeth turning a small gear with 5 teeth. Does the small gear turn faster, slower, or at the same speed as the big gear? Faster. Yeah! Cool. Wait, it's not working. Oh, it gives us flowers. I didn't even notice that. Cool. Okay. Alright, now let's try this again.
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled. Remember, you need to place at least one of each type of component before you can progress.
Oh, I can't just do a few components. I do have to do all of them. Okay. Oh wow, that is a familiar noise. I remember that noise from my childhood. So far it's working. We're definitely getting the ball up here easy. Getting the ball to stay up there easier. I do wonder if it might be worth it to just not upgrade them so they don't bounce as much. Well, thank you so much for the follow. There's a mammoth on the field. Oh no. It was just wandering around. Okay. Can I get the ball stuck over here? Yeah, the physics here are certainly something. Hitting that guy with this seems really, really hard. Hey, I got the water at least. That's fun. I don't know what that's going to do for me, but... Alright. At the very least, I figured out something about the springs. That helps a lot. I'm completely unable to knock the ball into the area I have to put it, but it's fine. It was closer. I know the second one, you just have to, like, bounce it off or something. It's so much easier. Oh, it was so close. Come on. How precise do I have to be? Maybe it's just because I haven't added one of each component yet. Yeah, I'm gonna pause after this and go add another of each component just to double check that that isn't the problem. I think it's just that this shot is incredibly annoying, but... A little bit too late there. That was a little too early. Ugh. Yeah, I know there's a few missing components. Oh, and I don't have the water on anymore, so I can't do the funny thing here either. Oh well. Alright. Time to head back to the blueprint. Let's try this again and see if we can fix it. Thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, I have definitely played worse pinball physics. This isn't even the most... oh, the little dimples are mammoth footprints. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, component sort. Mammoth dip time. Use enough what to overcome the friction between the objects? Force. Easier to slide something or roll it? Roll. Which force is used to best make heat energy when lighting a match? Friction. Oh. Where does the mammoth dip go? What is this? Oh. Huh. Okay. And then lastly, we have to add the targets, because it said I had to have at least one of everything. Heavy objects recoil more or less after a collision than a light one does. Less? During a collision, the kinetic energy is lost, is converted to two other types of energy. I don't know. I want to look this up. Yeah, okay. Heat and sound, huh? I guess that is true. Two objects with the same mass are moving at different speeds will take more force to stop the faster and the slow one. Fast? Yeah, that is how that works. Okay. Now, I have to add at least one target, apparently. I guess I can put targets up here. They aren't really doing anything. Cool. Okay, I have now added all of the components. So now we should theoretically be able to win. Okay, yeah, now it hits. Okay, it wouldn't hit before, but now it will. Yeah, I just had to do that. Okay, that is way easier now. I was just missing the shot. Now we have to get it in the other shot. Now we have to get it to hit the mammoth behind there, though. Which is its own difficulty. Honestly, the fact that this has any tilting at all, or any nudging at all, already makes it better than most of the pinball games I've played here. thought I had it there. Another weird thing. Earlier, every single... Oh, here we go. Did I cover it in oil or, Ooh, oh, that must have been oil. I think I'm moving faster now. Okay, I can stop the ball, but it really doesn't want to. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that was oil. Holy cow. That is scary. Never made it in there before. That's fun. It's not doing anything, but... Oh! Can I tilt? The answer is no. You cannot tilt. I can do as much as I want. Oh. I have now learned that the oil is very bad. I also really want to get it in the cogwheel just because it seems fun, but I don't think that's going to happen. Alright. Going in there is a really good thing, because it gets us right up to where we need to go to make the shot. Yeah! I got it! I've done it! Let's go!
On becoming a cultural ambassador, I was relieved when our balloon touched on a small desert island.
Oh boy.
Fortunately,
all
we
right,
found
folks,
the
place your
islanders
guesses
to be very
now.
hospitable and
How
eager
racist
to
is this
continue
gonna
with
be?
my experiments.
I've played a lot of pinball games.
Me to build one of my more ambitious creations.
Hello.
The rocket.
Y'all stay here? It seems like it disconnected
again,
for a second.
The mammoth and I departed sooner than we had anticipated. This time, it was due to an
With any luck, it'll
injudicious
just be a
shot
bunch of
from an
funny little
islander
weird
who
guys.
was testing my second great
Am I
work.
back online? Can you see me
I
again?
am still puzzled as to why I thought I could hear the sound of faint cheering as the rocket took off. However, to follow us on our flight of discovery, first fill the rocket with fuel, then light the fuse.
All right, island it is. Cross your fingers that it's
Excellent
not
work.
gross.
You can now start rebuilding the island game. Click.
Please be funny little guys and not... Okay, it seems... not terrible? I've seen much worse. I've seen much, much worse, is what I'll say. Oh, okay. I was so worried. Bell. A loudspeaker creates high... I don't know. Time to answer some science questions. Yeah, they're mammoths. All of the little guys in the games are mammoths. They're so great. That was the whole gimmick of the way things work. High pressure. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's not great, but also like I've definitely seen way worse. My standard is the game that Digital Extremes made before they made Warframe, that pinball game, Adventure Island Pinball, which I actually was considering trying to learn to speedrun for a stream, and then I went and checked it out again and went, no, I can't do this. It's so bad. Speed of sound measured in miles per hour of water. What kind of a question is that? You expect people to just know the speed of sound in water? What? $34. Wow, that's a wildly that's a wild question to just ask. Electrical. Okay. And then let's go add this. Oh, this is another thing we could add multiple of. I'll add all of them for now, just because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to get everything in this time before I start messing with the stage, so that I can learn what might or might not be necessary. Next up, we have the powder keg. Oh, they explode. Small piece of explosive used to trigger a bigger explosion called. Oh, I know this. It's the, detonator. Yeah, okay. Detonator. Create a shockwave. Exploding gases move faster than sound. False. Oh, true. I've blown it. I've shown what a fool I am. Supersonic submersibles are hard to build, it turns out. Huh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I really like that it lets you just look up all the answers, because as a kid, like, I don't know, I would read all of this stuff. And sure, most of the time I was just looking up the answers, but I'd find them. Okay. You gonna let me answer this? No, it is frozen on the screen. I can't get rid of it. It's finally gone. Okay.
Please wait. Your great work
I
is
didn't even
being
need to do that.
assembled. Remember, you need to place at least one of each type of component before you can progress.
Back to the blueprint. Component store. Powder keg. Wait, why is it letting me add the powder keg if I only have 4? It's not gonna... Okay, it's not letting me yet. I need to finish the questions. Cool. Okay. The lizard on the right. Hang on, I'll find the lizard as soon as I answer this. What is the potential energy some stores and explosives sometimes have? Chemical energy. Okay. Where is this lizard? I want to see it. Oh, well, it's probably only in the, once I actually start the game. So we'll have to wait to see the lizard again. You'll just have to stay tuned to see the lizard again. Boat. When a boat is in water, what force is equal to the weight of water? Is that going to be buoyancy? Upthrust. Okay. Reaction force stronger than, weaker than, or equal to the action force it opposes? Equal. Archimedes' principle, the size of the upthrust is equal to what property of the water that the boat displaces? Archimedes, what did you ever know? Dumbass. Wait. Cool. Okay. And now we put the boat out here. You can sink this boat. A memory just came back to my head unbidden that you can sink this boat. I see the boat, and I'm like, oh, fuck, you can sink that. I don't remember how, but I know you can. Magnets. Earth's magnetic field strong enough to attract magnetic materials. No? Earth's geographical north is not quite the same as what other north? Magnetic north. A compass needle points north because it is magnetic. Cool. Where do I put the magnet? I put the magnet here? Yeah. I'm not doing any of the bonus questions yet, because I want to look at what they do and see how this table plays. Windmill. This is called an... Oh, I know it's not that. It's called a what energy source? Alternative. Yes. Renewable. Oh, I should have known that. Renewable. Each blade on a modern wind turbine has the same shape as a propeller, right? Yeah, airplane propeller. What are energy sources such as coal, oil, and gas called? Fossil fuels? Yeah, there we go. The windmill. Oh, there's guys strapped to it. Okay. Those guys are just cartoon guys. They're not over-the-top racism guys. Thank Christ. I was so rude. Okay. Hot exhaust gases caused by burning rocket fuel blank before escaping through the exhaust nozzle. Let's see. Expand. Expand rapidly. Rocket has to carry its own oxygen because in space there's none of oxygen. Shocked there weren't more mammoth. There aren't more mammoth personas. There should be more mammoth personas. This is just a thing. Mammoth scientist persona is a great idea. Ah. Also, hi Barbasol. Hi Azira. All right, let's see. What substance is burned with oxygen in space shuttles? Liquid-fueled rockets. Oh, don't ask me questions about the space shuttle. You'll make me sad. I love space shuttles. Hydrogen. Hydrogen. Okay. We have completed this. I now have the rocket. Now, let's look at the island components, see what the upgrade for each of them do. Ship's bell, upgrade, bounces off and goes in a different direction, alters the force. Okay, so this is just the springs. Once you've done it, it bounces harder. Explosives, they get replaced after a while. Okay, cool. Boat. Set the number of balls. Once the controls have been turned on, fewer balls are needed. Okay. So fewer balls to sink it. That doesn't really matter for a speed run. Magnets help by opening up a new route. Okay, so the magnets could be useful depending on how they go. The windmill powers the record player. Oh, so you want to hit the guys in the windmill. That's fun. Okay, and then the rocket. Okay, the rocket means you only have to hit it once, so definitely want to do that one. I'm not going to do it for now because I'm enjoying like playing the table, but as we go.
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled.
I love it when he says that. All right, here we go. Please don't be too racist. It's not that bad. I've seen much worse. Where's this lizard that I was told about? Stock sound effects are great. And now I associate them with this game. I think I might need something over there to catch the ball. Now that I'm learning where I actually want the ball to go, I'm learning where I can put the targets and things. Oh. Almost got the ball where I needed to go. That doesn't lose me my ball, does it? No, it just comes out up here. Okay, thank goodness. I have to say, if that loses you the ball, that's so unfair. You can also tell that this... Oh. Hit the ship, hit the ship. Yeah, let's go. I got a ball stuck. I'm learning to use nudging well on this table. Hey! Okay, we put a little bit of fuel in the rocket. I just need to do that at least one more time, possibly two. I really want to hit the record player, though, and see what happens. Or just hit it into the tunnel. There's a bunch of cool stuff I could hit. Oh, come on, come on, come on! Oh, boo. Dang it. I like the little turtle kickbacks. That's cute. Definitely need those to fling the ball harder. Sure, the kickback. That should have gone somewhere. Come on. I remember that stock monkey effect, and I remember getting so annoyed with it because it plays so much. Okay. That's another ball in the boat. These men are so scared. Oh, I got rid of all the balls. I sunk their ship. Zoe, did you also have this game? Did everyone I know have this game as a kid? I was like, oh, no one remembers this game, but as far as I can tell, literally everyone I know. You could probably task this to nudge the ball, like, perfectly. Okay. Is the rocket still not done? Or maybe it is, and I just have to do it. You played at the library? Oh, I did it! I caused energy. Okay, so if I am gonna speedrun that, hitting it into the thing is a massive time loss because it does nothing. Ugh. You had the companion game, but not this game. That's fair. That's fair. That stock monkey effect has definitely been used in so much stuff. Ooh. I'm just surprised how many people I know had this. I do kind of want to check out the companion game. I want to do that at some point. I assume it also ran on Mac, so presumably we could. The main edutainment game I want to play though is there's an old Jumpstart game with a robot and a mad scientist, the Haunted Mansion one. I want to play that one so bad. Okay, we did not succeed. I did set a new score. What was the name of that? Which one was that? Was that like 4th grade? Hold on. Jumpstart games. List of Jumpstart games. Where are you? 5th grade was that? Alright, I'm looking for the robot guy. I know you're here somewhere. In this giant list of Jumpstart games. Come on. Come on. It's gotta be... Is it this one then? No. What is it? It had such fun animations. This is very important to me that I find this. 3rd grade! 3rd grade, the Haunted Mansion. Okay, which one had the robot and the mad scientist one? Let me see if I can find that one. Yeah, Mystery Mountain! That was the one! That was the one! Yeah! Here we go! Here we go! This one. This was the one. This is the one I really want to try. You can see, let me check something real quick. Enjoy the monkey noises while I look at this game. This game, I had this game as a kid, and I thought it was so cool. Also, I thought Polly was great. Evil, weird scientist lady. There's so many levels to this. It's so complicated. Gosh. 25 missions. Wow. Yeah, this was one of the games where they really, really padded out the ending. Also, the voice acting on the robot girl's great. Or on the girl is so great. She's so awful. I'm watching a video of her. I want to find a video of her. There she is. There was so much animation work put into this game. I think mad scientist girls should be mean to me, and this was one of the first games where that ever happened. I'm normal about that. Anyways, back to video games. Okay, I think for this I'm going to want to yes, no, same. It was my Dexter's Laboratory. All right, I think I want to upgrade. So here I want to upgrade the bells. Let's get that done. And I want to upgrade the... What unit is used to measure frequency? Is it hertz? Yeah, it's hertz. I did know. Cool. Alright, and then I want to upgrade the magnets. Objects containing iron or nickel be affected by a magnetic field? Yes. Cool. And then up at the top, I want to get the special thing for the rocket. Those are the ones that matter. What is your control? Liquid-fueled rocket or a solid-fueled rocket? That's a question every kid is going to need to know.
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled.
I didn't mean to do that. I need to go back. Hang on. Lastly, I want to adjust where some stuff is. So let's switch to the ship's bells. Where can I put a ship's bell? What are the possible options? It's just those 3 spots? I guess I'll put one here then. Ugh. Where can I put a powder keg, though? What's the best possible spots for this? I guess I can put one here. And then down here, I could put one... I don't want to block off this, though, because this just sends the ball right up above the flipper, which is where I want it to go. So I think this is all I want. Okay, I think this is a good setup, or at least at best I'm going to be able to do.
Your great work is being assembled.
Let's try and great work again. Right. Dang, I wanted to see if I could nudge it all the way back up. Oh, come on. That was, boo. Come on, give me a better shots than that. Upgrading the bells does not seem to have done much. Oh, so close. So close again. I just gotta get him in there once. Dang it. Operation Endlessly Nudge the Ball over to that side of the screen is going pretty well, at least. Oh, come on! You can't do that, that's illegal. It is very funny to see the physics of the ball going down there being so much worse than the physics going back up, where it's obviously pre-programmed. Oh, Gwen, I just noticed the dimples that you pointed out of the mammoth, just showing where to hit the ball. That's so cute. They show you where you're supposed to try and hit the ball at. I wish this game was just a little bit more friendly with its shots. It would be so much better. So cute. Come on. All right. Well. I guess that happened. I don't really know what just happened with the ball, but okay. Alright, that's one. That should be enough to fuel the rocket. So now I just have to knock it into the, I just have to knock it into that hole, I think, to hit the match. Damn. Saying you can't do that, that's illegal, should get you banned from Queer Pride. I can't argue with that. Alright, let's try again, come on. Get it done. This table's hard. It doesn't feel like there's a good shot at the mammoth. It's just sitting there taunting. Also, as soon as the ball gets to the bottom, it's so easy to lose it. I need to figure out a better way to keep track of that. The flippers are so big that it's actually quite strange. Oh, so close. Yeah, wow, that ball just sunk. Huh. Well, more practice on the table is always good, even if I'm probably not going to make it this round. I think that powder keg might be a bad idea. The one that can launch it basically straight, it just doesn't seem to have the force to do anything. Let's adjust that one.
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled.
Okay, trying this again now. Game be a little quieter? Yeah, I can make the game a little bit quieter. Didn't realize how loud it was. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, one of the weird things about this table is that if your flippers are up at all, the ball will just go directly beneath them and instantly kill you. Which is rough. Not what you usually want for a pinball video game. Come on. Yay! Oh, that was so close. Okay, I'm definitely not sure getting rid of that powder keg was the right choice. If there's ever anything that's an issue with the audio, please let me know, because I cannot hear how loud it is on my end. Yeah, I might need that powder keg after all. I'm not getting as many shots up there as I was. Cool. Okay, that's good. Swamp is good. I can't tell what happens behind the windmill. Like, the ball just goes there sometimes, and it just disappears. It is an enigma to me. Oh, don't go that way. Come on. What are my shot options here? Let me think about this. That was a little too early, just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, got it. So because I've upgraded it, that should fill up the rocket completely. So now all I have to do is start the rocket, which I have to do by hitting that match somehow. I'm not entirely sure what hitting the match means. I did get the rock gone a while ago, but I don't actually remember how I did that. Let's see. Maybe I just have to hit something. Will you do it? Yes, shoot a ball and strike a match or something. Damn. Maybe I just have to hit it in the tunnel? Like, that's where the footprints go to. Oh, you gotta get it on the magnets? Ooh, okay. So then it is a good thing that I upgraded the magnets. That's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna keep trying to hit the shot that will conceivably get me into the follow the footprints, but we'll see. Go, go, go! That's better. Yeah, I cannot make that magnet shot. Okay, I gotta work on this shot. How on earth are you? I could never. This table you cannot backhand. Every flipper just goes flying across the screen whenever you flip it. It's very. It's a lot. And there's still that weird dead area where I just have no control over what happens. We get more music though. That's great. Oh, come on! Can't just send it right back down. Maybe adding more powder kegs would help. Well, I've fueled the rocket more, even though I don't have to. Oh, that was so close. Come on. There we go. Okay, got the magnet. It hits that. Okay, it blows up that. Now I have to get it in that hole, I presume? Okay. So, first we gotta hit the magnets. We gotta hit the rocket. That definitely means we want the magnet upgrade. Oh, that was so close. Okay. I got it in. Is that it? Oh, and a mammoth came out of the hole. That's it. Alright, second stage completed. Let's go.
On becoming a lunar explorer,
Time for more talking.
the long flight aboard the rocket gave me plenty of time to record in detail the successes of my first two great works. However, despite this fascinating distraction, I couldn't fail to notice that the mammoths seemed relieved when our destination finally came into view. Seeing the moon rushing toward us at an alarming rate, I was forced to use the last of the fuel to try and avoid a crash landing. This worked, but left us spinning around the moon in a most curious manner. From this elevated position, we were able to observe the movements of a group of astronauts on the moon below us. It was with some amusement that we watched their antics, but this entertainment was not enough to stop me yearning to return to Earth. I managed to establish radio contact with the astronauts, and thus enlisted their help in the construction of what was to become my third great work. Well
All right,
done.
here we go.
You can now place components on the moon blueprint.
It's moon time. Astronaut mammoths. Yeah, let's go. All right. The black hole. The greater. Our planet's further away from the sun, more or less affected by the sun's gravitational pull. Less. Possible for anything to travel faster than light? No. Hooray! I have found a black hole. I don't know what it does, but I have it. The lunar probe. What planet did the Sojourner but oh, I should know this one. I should know what planet this Sojourner went to. Oh, let's see. Mars. Mars, yeah. I should have known that. Probe reaches a planet's surface traveling slowly enough not to be destroyed by the impact. I think that's actually something I really liked about this game, is that it made a direct connection between learning about how levers work and landing on the moon. That these were all the same sort of stuff. And I really liked that. I liked the idea that the stuff I was doing on my computer was the same stuff as learning basic physics. It made me care about physics. Probe reaches a planet's surface, traveling slowly enough not to be destroyed. It's a fun way to connect everything. Soft landing. Landing. What? That's definitely what it says there. Okay. What year did Apollo 11 land on the moon? 1969. Nice. Cool. Okay. And these are our bumpers for this stage. Cool. Next component. The solar panels. On the oceans, solar cells are used to power... I don't know how to spell buoy. No. Oh no. Boys. Boys. What form do electric motors change energy into? Kinetic. I love the little astronaut mammoth. John buoys. The sun is an important non-polluting and renewable. Let's watch the mammoth astronaut animation. I wasn't looking at it before. I want to see him do his thing. Oh, he does a big spin. He's got a big fill. He's cute. All right. Solar panel. Next up. Satellite dish. What are satellites used to send TV and telephone messages around the world? Communication satellites? Yeah. Images from satellites in polar orbits are useful in producing what? Maps. Orbit that passes over the polar orbit? Yay, thank you for giving that to me that one before. Okay. The satellite dish goes down here. Next component, the meteorites. How much of the Earth's surface is covered by water? A lot. Let's see, larger rocks have been known to hit. How much of the Earth's surface is covered by water? 2/3. 2/3. Next question. How long ago is a meteorite thought to have struck? 65 million years ago. A lot of the Earth is covered by water. It's just a lot. By blocking out sunlight. I'm so good at this. I know as many science facts as your average child playing this video game. Cool. Okay. Next up, Apollo lander. How long were the Apollo command modules? How long? What? Like, I mean, like, how big? What? Huh? 3 meters high. Oh, okay. I saw a number and immediately went for it. Like an idiot. The Earth and the Moon measured in kilometers. Oh... I hate these questions. Give me interesting questions. Don't give me numbers. What is the rear section of the Apollo command module called? The lunar module? No. Okay. Command module, the rear section, the service module. Service module. I've made a fool of myself on stream, but I'm still cute and pretty, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Apollo lander goes up here. So, now. Let's take a look at what our components are going to do. The electromagnetic flippers, controlled by electromagnets, much better. The jetpack launcher. Black hole. Only suck in balls that went up the ramp fast enough. Balls that are sucked in will pop up somewhere else in the playing area. Strength of the black hole's gravity is increased. I don't think I want a stronger black hole. I don't think that's useful to me. Lunar probes are our bumpers. I definitely want to upgrade the lunar probes. Raising the solar panels is, I think, one of the ways I beat the game. So I also need to do the solar panel upgrade. Satellite dish. Try and turn the dish in time to receive signals from the passing satellite. I don't think this matters. No, I don't need more suck power. I'm already great at sucking. The meteorites are an added obstacle. Who can score points? I don't care about these. They're not good for me. Apollo lander. Launch it. Needed to destroy the blocks that hold the connector in the circuit. Okay. I need to upgrade the Apollo lander, the solar panels, and the lunar probe. Cool. So, solar panels. What is the ampth unit of measurement for? Power? Oh, it's like voltage or something. I'm sorry for making a fool of myself in terms of, electric current, yeah. That's basically what I meant. I meant to say that. It's the same thing. Lunar probe. Which space probe fails to leave Earth orbit before faulty booster rocket? I don't know this. Sleeping. Space probes travel hundreds of kilometers. Mars 96. Cool. And then the last one. The last puzzle. Apollo lander. The command module and the... Oh, service module? No. Oh, I just answered this question. I answered this as the wrong answer for something else. The lunar module. I'm dumb. Lunar module. Okay. Cool. We're good. Now.
Please
that should be enough for us to try this out. I'm not going to get any
sampled.
satellite bonuses, but I don't think it matters. Oh, awesome. Great music, too. Wait, shit, I wasn't ready. Oh, I really wasn't ready. Okay, at least this time I have 2 flippers up here. I feel like that'll make it easier to do certain things. Oh, I've almost knocked that guy into position. Wow, I've almost done it. Given how well this is going, it might be faster to just keep resetting the ball by firing it downwards. Okay. I've gotten that set up, so I'm ready to win. I just need to get the solar panels all into place. I love the meteorite animation. That's cute as fuck. I also love the mammoths falling down. That's extremely cute. So, okay. That gets that guy into place. Now I need to hit the far right shot, I believe. Or the far left shot to make the other solar panel go up. And then I'm all set. Come on, give me the ball back up there. If I wasn't on my last ball, I would just lose the ball on purpose to get it back up there. Yeah, it'd be fun if it had, like, moon gravity, but... This game's biggest problem with its physics aren't even the weird, like, physics themselves. It's that there's no magnetism to the, Oh, there was something on TV! We were watching TV. Everybody say I love TV. No, but there's no gravity to the physics themselves, which makes it very. There's no there's no suction to the slots. When you knock it in a slot, there's nothing that really makes it want to go into that slot, which most other physics pinball games of this era had. And while that's not entirely necessary, it does make the game a lot more playable, because it means that you don't have to. You can actually make shots a reasonable number of times. Okay. It seems like the hardest shot here is definitely going... It means you can actually get it in things without having to hit it perfectly. On a real pinball table, that's just making sure it, like, your slots work well. Things don't bounce as much if you've made the table correctly. But in a video game, you really have to be careful with that. And adding some, like, suction would make a game like this so much better. God dang it. It's still hard. I need this to be easy. Okay, that's one. Wondering if I should get rid of this probe here so that I can get better shots with, Like, they are making it hard to get the ball back up. You do bounce it up sometimes, but... That meteorite is definitely a help, because it just keeps the ball from going that way. Oh, damn you. Damn you. I hate that the ball can get stuck under the flippers like that. It's so mean. Come on, let's go. I want to beat the game. Alright. One good shot. Well, that's one of the things I had to do. The far right one is the one I'm really going for, because it seems by far the hardest so far. There's another shot. Okay, I've made a lot of progress. And immediately sunk the ball, but that's fine. Come on. I gotta get it up that far left shot. That is the impossible one. Oh, so close. Nope. Kickback was up. Okay, that guy's done. So everything's done except that. There we go. Okay. All the solar panels are up. All I have to do is get it in the thing, and I think I win. Mammoth on the field. Hit the mammoth. I want to hit the mammoth with my ball. I think he's cute. Aw, he already left. Close. If I can get it into that port, I instantly win. Come on. Well, I've gotten it in there twice. Oh, I fell cat. I will not proceed. Oh, never mind. You're not real. Hey, that's it. That should be it. Oh.
Certificate of Honor. Being official proof and recognition that the hereafter named person has evinced such a remarkable and practical knowledge of all matters relating to the physical laws of force and motion, combined with skillful manipulation of my inventions, so as to rescue the undersigned from a most uncomfortable predicament.
I'm not printing this out. It will break the emulator.
The title of Force and Motion Expert.
I did it! Yay! All right. Okay. Well, with that, I feel like I've made good progress, and now I know how to play. I know what to do. It's time for part 2. I'm gonna try and speedrun this. I've played it once, but I know how it works. I can go for it. Let's go. Let's get this done. Let me open up Live Split and make some homemade splits. But we're also going to see just how easy the easy mode questions are. But I have a plan for doing this. I think I can get it done. It's got an ending. It's a pinball game with an ending. That's what I'm always looking for. Okay. So. Live Split. Now. That is the live splits for the wrong one. Need to do a new set of live splits. Let's see. Pinball. No one has ever done pinball science. Pinball science. One category. 20%. Alright, and then give me a second while I get this set up, folks. This is going to be a minute. I'll turn the music on while I do so, though. Boop. Where's my music? There you are. Enjoy the Junebug music while I get this set up. What should the categories? I feel like it should be components. Okay. Village components, followed by village pinball. Then island components, island pinball. Pinball. Then moon components. Components followed by moon pinball. Okay. Then let me get rid of some of these. Definitely don't need this many. Cool. Let's try and do a pinball science speedrun. Options. Now that we're all set up, I'll show live split again. Over chat. Sorry, chat, you get to be hidden here. Alright. I'm gonna pretend this is a real speedrun for fun. I'm gonna try and do this. Pinball science. How do I change which user I am? New user. Okay. Y'all ready? All right. I'm going to do a speed run of Pinball Science, a old Mac / Windows 98 game about creating pinball tables. Let me turn off the music. About creating pinball tables and then playing through them and learning about science. So I'm going to start by making a new user because I want to do the easy questions. Hopefully they will be easy enough for me to go through. If they aren't, I still need to look up the book. That just means I'm going to have to memorize them all for the speed run. But since no one has ever sped run this game as far as I can tell, it would work. I've beaten this game a lot as a kid, but then I beat it today again as an adult, so I'm ready to do this. All right, name will be Fastest June. All right, and the difficulty will be pretty easy. Okay. Now, start the speed run as soon as I hit
by repairing
Island.
the village game. Click on the blueprint in my inventor's bag when you're ready to start.
Ready, set, go.
Click
Okay,
on the
so
loudspeaker.
First thing, have to get all of the components figured out. A ramp reduces the force. I'm gonna have to do all of the components. Handle of faucet asks as a screw. Oh shoot. Lever. Cool. Do levers increase or decrease the effect of a force? Increase. I'm gonna have to go through and answer questions for all of the components that I can possibly add to the table, and then add them each to the table because we need at least one of each component. Some of these components are for elements of the pinball table that we're not using at all. What is stored in the springs when the pinball hits them? Potential energy. But what does a Newton meter measure? Energy? Oh, force? Since we're on the easy questions, there's not that many possibilities it can be, so I can go pretty fast. What do you apply to a spring to compress or extend it? Force. I can kind of just answer force for a lot of these, and then that does it. Now for this, I want them in specific spots. I want the springs here. Oh gosh. And I believe that's it, actually. I guess I could put one here. Yeah, I'll put one here. Next component. Gears. Gears are another component that I don't care about. Friction, but I have to grab them anyways. This is based on that book with the mammoths. Yep. Grease and oil are both used as what? Lubricants. And I am speedrunning it. Friction is a force that resists movement? Movement? Okay, cool. Okay. Once I do it, I can click on the screen. If I miss, I have to do it a little differently, though. So yeah, the gears and the faucet, hopefully I won't be using that at all, if I'm lucky. Next component, mammoth dip. This is another good component I actually don't want to use. The liquids and gases create friction. No. Yes. I should have known that. This speedrun is a great way to make a fool of myself by failing to answer the most basic questions. What force can you reduce using oil and grease? Friction. General, just smoother rough surfaces, create more friction. Rough. Cool. Now, add this, and then only 2 components left. This table, most of the components we're not using. What is another name for the energy of movements? Kinetic energy? I'm impressed with the way this game can tell whether you misspelled something. That's a fun little detail. Kind of energy is usually lost in a collision. Like, energy. Energy? Can energy be changed from one form to another? Yes. Cool. Also wrote a book called Motel of Mysteries. Yeah, I believe my friend actually showed up. Is that the one that has all the, like, here are the, like, here's the, history of this place? I feel like it's a fake history of, like, what if they excavated a motel? Which is denser, hot air or cold air? Cold air. Use to heat the air that lifts a hot air balloon. Fire? Burner? Okay, cool. Balloon pilots have bags of water they can throw out. What are these bags called? Ballast. Cool. Hot air balloon. Okay, now, I've done all of this, however, I have to answer a few more questions because these have extra questions. Ship less dense or more dense to the water? Less. Certain elements have advanced components that you can get if you click on them, and these upgrade them a little bit, which makes them slightly more useful for the speedrun. Yes, no, I have read that. My friend gave it to me, and it's very fun. My friend Iris had it. What kind of energy? Potential energy. I believe those are the only two we need for this table. Double checking real quick. Yes, we're good. Okay. With that, finished section 1, and let's start the game.
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled.
Now for the actual pinball part of the game. The first pinball table is by far the easiest. I just have to hit... The pinball has disappeared. Uh-oh. I don't know how that happened.
Please wait.
Let's try this again.
Your great work is being assembled.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Anyways, the first part is by far the easiest. The only goal is to get the ball up to the top and knock it into the mammoth up there twice. If we hit it through this guy here, we can either glue or oil the ball. Gluing makes the ball slower, which is pretty bad, honestly, but it's fine. I've never hit it in here this many times. This is very rough. One nice thing about this game is it does allow for unlimited tilting. I don't believe this makes the... and now we have oiled the ball, so it will instead move very fast, which is very bad, because it means I will probably lose it quite quickly. The pinball parts of this game are honestly more fun than you'd expect. I like that there's a story that you go through, or like an adventure game style thing, where you're trying to do certain stuff. Yeah, I do not have the force with this ball all glued up. I might end up dropping the ball. Yeah, I'm just going to drop the ball to get rid of the glue. On the first table, since we only have to hit this thing a certain number of times, it's honestly better to just lose the ball, I think. So our goal here is hit the wind-up toy and then hit the balloon. That's it. There's the wind-up. Now we just got to knock it onto the balloon and hit the mammoth, and we've won. Unfortunately, this game doesn't do a lot of other pinball games do a lot of like suctioning the ball into the spots where you would shoot it. This game doesn't really do that, so it makes it rather hard to get the ball into certain areas. If I can knock it up the pipe, that'll be good. Also, I probably don't want to put the spring there in future runs. I was hoping it could keep the ball at the top, but it's really just preventing me from getting the ball back up, so. If I lose all my balls or anything, I will probably move that. Here, honestly, best bet, just wait for the shot and then hope I can make it. Ooh, so close. There's also a chance that the springs might make it. By giving the springs the extra question, I made them a little more bouncy, which makes them a little bit more able to shoot the ball in a direction and could end up just bouncing the ball right into the spot. The bottom spring is sending it back up, which is nice. Wow, they have a lot of force. Okay. Oh, nope. Once again, skunked. I like the pinball part of this game, though. It's definitely very goofy and not, like, the best made, and there's a lot of things I would do differently as the internet's foremost video pinball expert, but it's still pretty fun. Definitely, like, when I think about edutainment games, I kind of measure them in how good was this if you were a kid, and this one is certainly very good for that. Come on. Now I have to ask the question of, do I just lose the ball on purpose, or do I keep going for the shot? Okay, I got glued, so I'm just gonna lose the ball on purpose. Definitely worth it to just lose it. Go down the hole. Alright. If I don't manage to make it here, I will have to get I'll have to get another, I'll have to put the wind-up key again, but on this level, it's not that bad of an issue. The later levels have, like, multiple objectives to them, where you have to hit multiple things in a row, and there it can be more of a problem. Oh. Oh. I didn't know you could do that you could knock the ball back like that. That's cool. Man, I lost it. Okay. Well, let's try again. Resetting's not hard. Just gotta hit the wind-up key again. Not the hardest shot to make, it's the other shot that's really hard. Of course, now that I've said not the hardest shot to make, I'm gonna struggle to hit it the entire time. Oh, that should have been in. Come on. One thing that's really nice, as I said, this game allows for unlimited nudging, so I can just keep nudging the ball as much as I want. Yeah, it's, The physics in this game are strange, because they don't... Most pinball video games I've played try and emulate real-life physics. Oh, shoot. They try and emulate some level of this is what a real pinball table does. This game doesn't really feel like it does that. Instead, it feels like what it's doing is actually thinking about, okay, if I moved the flipper here, what would happen to it? And that's fun, but also very, very strange. Yeah, it emulates the wacky physics of actually moving a flipper with a lever like this. Very fun. Very weird. That should have been in. Oh, both of those should have been in. Come on. The game is punishing me for being so cute and pretty. Also, I think I might be able to get enough force with this guy. Get it back up. Technically, you can get it through the cog there to get at the top area, but I'd have to turn on the water first, and if I turn on the water, it already goes to the top area. So it's not really useful. Let's see if I can actually pull this off. Yeah, it seems kind of inconsistent. I'm just gonna let the ball drain. Once again, this shot is just 2 shots. It's easier to just try and go for them as fast as possible than it is to try and, like, play the pinball table. I do wish I wasn't having so much trouble with this one, though. Oh, not behind. That's bad. Let's see if I can hit that red shot. Hitting it in the red pipe immediately gets it back up to the top, so that's my main goal. Hitting it in the gray area, I would have to have the water on to get it back up, and I can only do that by getting it in the red. Alright, let's try again. No, the music's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of stuff I like about this game, genuinely. Nope. Mostly I'm shocked this game has 4 followers on Twitch. Who else out here is excitedly playing the way things work pinball science? And can I have their number, please? Oh, I hate the mammoth dip. It's so... I can't even make the good shots like this if I've gotten the mammoth dip. I'm just gonna drain it. Get out of here. Playing again. Oh, I can reset I can reset whenever I want. That might be worth it if I lose a ball or I get it to the bottom of the table. Interesting. Okay, cool. Got it early, and I've still got 2 balls. That's much better. Oh, the arrow actually points you where you want to go. Useful. It is possible to get this to bounce it all the way back up to where you can get the ball, like, back in the realm of playability. But I don't think it's not easy. Definitely gonna remove this spring next time I try speed running this. Let's see. Drain the ball and send another ball up. Nope, don't go up there. Alright, now we just gotta get 1 lucky shot. Get it in the mammoth. That's it. Come on. Nope, too high. Way too high. Honestly, I'm probably better off getting a lucky bounce from the springs, just because it's so hard to get it, but I'm gonna try anyways. Come on, ball. Come back. The targets basically do nothing. They're points. Unfortunately, points do not matter at all. Our only goal is to beat the game, and for that, the only thing that matters is the hot air balloon shot. I do wonder if maybe the springs make it harder to get the higher balloon shot. Oh, there we go. Got it. Bounced in. We're good. All right, that's Village Pinball.
On becoming a
Next up is Island Pinball. So, same thing as before. Got to answer all the questions, see which ones I want.
For help on how to use the
Thank you for the
Blueprint and
Winamp skin
Component
suggestion.
Store.
Component store. Let's go. Ship's bell. Time to answer more science questions. Which part of your ear vibrates? Earlobe? Oh gosh, what's it called? Oh, I don't know this. I have to research the answer. That's a time loss because it takes a while for the animation to show. I don't know this. Eardrum. I'm dumb. Of course it's the eardrum. Distance between two areas of high pressure in a sound wave called frequency? Wavelength, of course. Sound waves are waves of high or low frequency. Oh no, it froze. Ooh, that's bad. That's annoying.
You need to answer all.
Sound waves are waves of... If I answer the right question, maybe it'll work. Waves of pitch? No. I should know this. Amplitude? It's having a lot of trouble with me answering these wrong. Yeah, I need to close this. Shoot. Let's try this again. Okay. Give me the answer for this one. It's such a waste of time. Oh, it was here. Pressure, of course. It was on the page the whole time. Pressure. Cool. All right. Click out of that. Move up and add a ship spell. And then might as well go for the extra question for ship spell while I do it. Sound like white is a type of light. Is a type of light. Well, it's only sort of a wave. I thought it was going to be wave because technically they're that. So currently I'm not actually playing it on Windows. I'm playing it on Mac. Wait, I need to add the other ship spells. Do I want them again? I want one here. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh no. It's struggling. The mouse has become stuck. Ooh, this might be the end. Let me try some stuff. Hang on. Yeah, I might have broken the game. Can I exit? No. What are possible things I could do here? Make this work again. Well, that's rough. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Okay. Do I close the... Restart the computer? Hold on. I'm restarting my emulator. Ah, dang. Well, it was good while it lasted. Max Sarah have a task manager equivalent? They might. I'm using a weird emulator, so I'm not sure how well it would work either way. Let's try this again. Oof. I'm very thankful for the emulator, though. My girlfriend set it up, and she did a very good job. Whoa. All right, let me turn myself up a bit. Cool. Yeah. Okay. And let's try again. Let's try this again. I'm gonna reset the run, do it over, say everything again. Oof. Where is my setup? At least this time. This time I will get to answer one question I'm very curious about. Might be a kill program hotkey. Quite possibly. Right. No. Right. Give me a second to get this set up. And then I'll be right back into it. And with that, see if the game wins. Alt Q or something. Okay. Thank you. Let me try that because it's having issues now again. Okay, yeah, no, Alt Q it is. It is Alt Q. Thank you. There we go. All right. I don't know why it's not picking up, but let me re-get the game. Hold on. There we go. And we're good. We're back. Back to pinball science. We want pretty easy, fastest. Let's just do. I'll do fastest June. I'll do pretty easy. Okay, and then I'm gonna reset, which should reset the whole game. Remove all the components you have placed. Reset. Your great work is being taken apart. All right, let's try this again.
You better begin by repairing the village game.
After a bug in the last run, we're trying again to do a speed run of the way things work pinball science. Let's click village. And there we go.
Click on the loudspeaker.
All right, so this is a pinball video game where you get to assemble the tables by answering simple science questions. So the first thing I have to do is go through and answer all the science questions for each of the items, which screw thread works if it was a curled up spring. Curled up lever. Oh, goodness. If you don't know the answer to a question, you can go and look it up in the book, which I will be doing, although I will be avoiding because it can occasionally cause bugs in my experience. Additionally, so once we finish, it'll play an animation, which I'm going to skip because they're always slow, and then we add that to the table and we've added a component. Now, a lot of these are completely unnecessary and we don't want them. What is stored in the springs when the pinball hits them? Potential energy. What do you apply to a spring to compress or extend it? Force. All objects are made of atoms and molecules? Cool. Got that one. Now, some items, like these springs, will have a bonus question I can answer that will make them have some bonus effect. Some of these are really important, some of these aren't. What kind of energy? Potential energy. Some of these are really important, some of them are not. Clicked on the wrong thing, gotta click on there. Now, I'm not gonna put the last spring into place, even though I could, because I think it is actively bad for the run. Okay, next elements. Gears. The gears are unnecessary, but we gotta do them all anyways. Gears and oil are both used as what? Oh, grease and oil. Lubricant. What force is the main reason for gears losing energy? Friction. There's a limited number of questions, so as I keep speedrunning this, I will be better. Force. Resists movement. As I keep speedrunning this, I'll have them memorized eventually. Yep, do not care about that one. Mammoth tip. This is the worst item because it just makes the run slower, but I have to add it anyways. Good lubricant not only reduces friction, but also helps carry what away? Heat? I haven't seen that question before. What force can you reduce using oil or grease? Friction. And then, does air friction drag increase or decrease as an object's motion gets faster? Increase. Cool. Mammoth Dip either slows or speeds up our ball, and that just makes the game, if that happens, it basically makes the game unplayable, because it is impossible to figure out how to hit the ball well when that happens. Must be applied to an object to stop it moving. Force. What kind of energy is usually lost in a collision? Kinetic. And can something that is not moving have momentum? No. Alright. Targets also not necessary, but we have to add 1 to the table. So I'll just put 2 up here for no reason. Then back to the components. Hot air balloon is the big one. This is the item that actually gets us off the table. I'm not actually sure who developed it. Balloon pilots of bags of water. Ballast. What is a balloon with rudder, propeller, and elevation called? Airship. Now let's see, what is used to heat the air that lifts a hot air balloon? A furnace? Burner. Yeah, that was the name of it. Hot air balloon, we do have to answer the bonus question for, because it means we can finish the level in 1 shot instead of 2. Instead of a few. Ship less dense or more dense? Less. Cool. Alright, and with that, all components are done, so let's start the game.
Please
now we can actually play the pinball
Your
part.
great work is being assembled.
So, pinball part, simple goal. We gotta hit that wind-up key, and then we gotta hit the hit it under the balloon itself. Now, this is pretty hard to do. The shots in this game are not super polite. They're very mean sometimes, but this one's only 2 shots, and they're not that hard altogether. Also, these springs are really bouncy, and honestly, a lot of the times you'll just get the bounce from one of the springs automatically. Now, one of the main goals I want to do here is try and maybe position it to the point where the springs could bounce it in, like that. Like that? Will that work? Will that work? Oh, wow, that works. That's fast. I didn't know you could do that. And that's the village pinball level over in about a minute. Incredible. All right. Next level. Now that's a speedrun right there.
For help on how to use...
Okay, component store again. Gotta add the same components. So ship bells are basically the same thing as the what's the distance between 2 areas of high pressure in a sound wave called? Wave? No, that's... Oh, gosh, I don't know this one. Once again, I have to go back to the menu. Gotta be careful with this. Neighboring areas of high or low pressure. Okay, it is wavelength. I should have just written that. I'm a fool. Sound waves are waves or high or low pressure. What part of your ear vibrates when you hear a sound? Eardrum. Click on the mammoth there. I have to be very careful to click on the mammoth and nowhere else. Okay. I want a bell here. It'll bounce it back in my flipper, and I guess I'll put one here. I don't think I need any more. Cool. I do need to answer their bonus question, though, because I need them to be extra bouncy. Builds up in front of an airplane, traveling faster than the speed of sound. Drag? I'm not actually sure about this one. Give me my bonus question. Pressure. Yeah, of course. Mostly just focus on textbooks and other physical media instead of games. Yeah. Okay, so DK Interactive Learning developed this. Well, I hope that someday we get pinball science too. Overestimated the market for Star Wars books and was left with millions of unsold copies, resulting in crippling debt. Oof. What do most things do when they explode? This could be literally anything. I need to check the book. Go bang! Okay, sure. Gasoline make a good explosive. No. It's actually too flammable. High explosives release energy very quickly. The powder kegs are also things that can help launch the ball in certain directions. However, they go away and then come back. I don't actually want that many powder kegs. It's another thing that I don't really care about. This boat pushes down on water. The water pushes back. What is this force called? Oh, it was... Oh, shoot. Need to look this up. Once again, I've done the first table a few times. I haven't done this one, so I need to look this up. Upthrust, of course. Upthrust? Will a solid lump of any material sink if it has a higher density than water? Yes. And then some substances float while others sink because they have different density. I almost wrote buoyancy and then realized that I didn't know how to spell buoyancy and didn't want to try. All right, that's the boat. Next element, the magnets. Magnets are another one I actually have to do the extra question for. Something that's a property of magnetism called magnetic. Some of these are so obvious, yes, that I second guess myself. Magnetic field is an invisible field of magnetism. Visible field of magnetic force. Oh, shoot. Okay. Careful. Research answers. Visible field of force. It just wants force. Okay. Got it. Now we add the magnets, which go here. And then answer the extra question about the magnets, because we will have to hit it onto the magnets at least once. If you bring the north pole of one magnet next to the north pole of another, repelled. Got that. Next component. Windmill. Windmill is another component we actually don't want, but we don't have a choice. What do modern wind turbines have instead of sails? Propellers? Wind turbines drive motors, which convert their kinetic energy into electrical energy. What does it actually want as an answer here? I'm not sure what answer it's going to be looking here. Generators, okay. What turns the sails in a windmill? Wind. Who could have expected that the answer to that one was wind? All right, add the windmill with a bunch of guys attached to it. Last component, and this is the one that actually matters, is the rocket. Some rockets burn solid fuels while others burn what's liquid. Cool. Rockets are used to send satellites and what else into space? People? I wish. Can you overcome gravity on your own? Yes. No. I thought this was a trick question about like doing a big jump, but no. All right, rocket goes up here. That's our main goal for the level, is to shoot that rocket off. The like you make an object go will, when you throw it upward, the faster. Cool. Okay. And that's all the components. Let's get to playing.
Your great work is being assembled.
Alright, so this level, similar to the first one, a little bit more complicated. Our goal is to hit that mammoth that's sitting there. We just gotta hit the ball right up into him, just like that, once. And then we have to knock it into the magnets, which we have to do from the lower area. So I'm actually gonna let the ball go down here. So hitting the magnets means going on that wooden platform to the left. It was a very fast first mammoth, really, really good. Once we do those two things, the rocket will launch and we'll be on to the next level. Because we got the advanced version of it for both of them, they will end a little bit faster. Oh goodness, it came back. I don't know what causes the turtles to show up sometimes. I'd really like to. If anyone knows, please let me know. Alright, we got the magnets. That might be it. Now, we gotta do it twice, because the first time it just goes in the thing. So it looks like you have to do the magnets twice. So close. First time it apparently just blows up that thing that can be blown up. I think we also might want to just, we might just be able to get it in that hole, but getting in the magnets, I believe, gets it in that hole. Let's see. Oh, not gonna make it. Oh, here we go. Okay, this might be it. No. Okay, so that's not doing it, so it looks like we do need to get it into that hole. Windmill here just wastes time. It plays a funny song, but it doesn't do anything. It also looks like that barrel is in the way, so I might actually want to remove that barrel for future runs. Good to know something that could help. Okay. So the magnets won't start the fire. I need to hit it into that hole, which I do by just getting the ball up here and then going for a good shot. Oh, so close. Yeah. So the things that can happen, the bells are extra bouncy because of the extra component I added, and the rocket will take off much sooner because of that. Oh, here we go. Got it in. That's second area done. Much faster than expected. It didn't have to interact with the ship or the windmill that much. Cool. Components are done. Time for the final area. Island pinball's done. Time for the moon components.
Click on the...
Here we go. All right. This one is the most complicated by far. I have to do multiple things to beat it. Hopefully I can do them. Lunar probe. What year did the Sojourner... I don't know the year of the Sojourner. That's 1997. If you'd like to speedrun this game, you're going to need to memorize science facts. Mars. And what were the first probes to reach the moon? Oh, shoot. What's the name of this one? Or the Luna probes from the Soviet Union. Thank you, Soviet Union. You're cool. Okay. Now, lunar probes, like the other one, are something I am going to want to add. Don't think I want a third. No, I think I do want this probe here. Yeah. I'm going to want to do the bonus question for, because just like the bell and the spring, they just get a little more bouncy. How long do radio signals take to reach the moon? That is not an easy tier question, game. Come on. They take a second. Cool. Alright. Next element. Black hole is useless. We're not going to do anything with the black hole. I just have to add it. Do things weigh more or less on the moon? Less. Next question. Does the Earth have a mass? Yes. And what must something have if it is to create a gravitational force? Mass. The black hole goes up here. If we were going for score on a pinball table, it'd be very fun to knock it into the black hole. However, we're not. Solar panels. Electricity is a form of what? Energy? Sweet. Electricity can flow along wires. Yay. Electricity is easily changed into other forms of energy. Yay, got it. And this is also another one that I really have to put the second question onto, because I'm going to have to do these multiple times. What are the closed loops that electric current can flow in called? Currents? No, circuits. It's circuits, obviously. Okay, we've got a circuit there. Next component, satellite dish. How many satellites in geostationary orbit does it take to view the entire globe? 2? I'm just going to guess on this one to avoid the animation. 3. What kind of satellites are used to weather satellite? I'm just guessing on these, but I'm getting it right. Sentinels are sent to satellites from Earth using dish-shaped... Oh, receiver... Oh, gosh. What are these called? Dang it, I don't know the answer to this. I know what it is, I just don't know the answer to it. Body of a satellite, main function of a satellite. Aerials. I did not know that, never mind. How do I spell this? A-E-R-I-A-L-S. Oh no. Ooh, I may have bugged the game. Oh shoot. Okay, it's working. I have to be very careful. Doing two things like that can really mess up the game. Right. Also, the satellite dish doesn't matter. It's another element that we do not care about at all. Component store. Meteorite. Objects from space often hit the Earth's atmosphere. Yes. Asteroid belt is between Mars and Jupiter. I almost wrote Juniper. Asteroids are lumps of what? Rock? Cool. Meteorite. We're just going to put one here. Everywhere else we could put one on the board will block off something important, potentially. We don't want that. We do, however, want to block off this because that blocks off an outlane. Wait, I can put one over here as well. We can block off both the outlanes. Yeah. Okay. Next element. Apollo lander. This is the final element, the main one we want. In what year did people first land on the moon? This is the first question I've been really embarrassed not to know. I should need to know this. 69. Cool. How many Apollo missions landed on the moon before the program ended? 6. How many astronauts landed on the moon in the Apollo lunar module? 2. Cool. Once again, this is an element we have to do the bonus question for. The bonus questions generally either upgrade something, like for the rockets, for the springs and things, or they make the final objective easier. Which part of the Apollo craft actually landed on the moon? The lunar lander? Or the lunar module is actually what it's called, I believe. Cool. Components of X components. Alright. Final section, Moon Pinball. We're good to go.
Please wait.
Now this one's the hardest, so this might take the longest, but hopefully I can still get it done just as fast. Goal is to knock the ball. We have to hit that solar panel truck 3 times. We have to hit it up that side. See that area with that I'm hitting it towards to the left with the little crank? We have to hit it there once to raise one of the solar panels. We have to hit the solar panel truck 3 times, and we have to hit the little rock thing next to the solar panel truck at least a couple of times. I'm not sure exactly what the number for that one is, since before I've always just got the other 2 are usually the thing. Okay, it's just once. There you can see it hit the meteorite, so it avoided knocking the ball into the out lane, so we didn't lose it, which is helpful. I've already lost 2 balls, unfortunately. But, once again, just going fast, losing balls actually sends the ball to the upper area, which is where we usually want to be. Now is the difficult part. The hardest shot on here by far is up there. Oh, wow, I got it. Oh, this is an amazing run. It's always rough when I'm doing my first speed run, and I got an absolutely incredible run, because I know I'm never going to beat it. I need to not lose the ball here, because I don't have any balls remaining. No, no, no! Oh, wait, there's a kickback. Get up there. I'm really scared of losing the ball, because that was a really, really fast far left shot. That one's by far the hardest. The asteroids are back, at least. I don't know what makes the outlane things come and go, but if I can figure that out, it'll help. All we have to do is knock it into that little wire thing. This is the first speedrun I've ever done of it. So my PB is... Knocked it in. Hang on. You're about to find out what my PB is. My PB is... Skip through this cutscene.
Well
Show me the
done.
certificate.
You can now place
What? Where's my certificate? That's it. Huh. I guess it didn't give me a certificate since I already got one, but that's it. 20 minutes, 43 seconds. Could have ended it slightly faster, because I could have ended it when I saw the final thing. That's pretty good. Yeah. 20... Oh. Moon Pinball finished. I didn't need a separate section for certificate. But yeah, there we go. 20 minutes, 43 seconds. I'll say 20 minutes, 58 seconds. Give me something to work towards for hitting it a little too late. That's a pretty good speedrun. That's pretty reasonable. Fun little game. Fun little speedrun. Got to answer a bunch of questions about math. That was really fun. Hope you had a good time watching. And now that I'm done, I could just play these pinball tables as much as I want for fun. I could go back to the moon. I'm going to go back to the moon for a bit just to see the rest of the table. Actually, I'm going to finally answer the final black hole question for fun. Will 2 objects have a stronger gravitational force if they're close together? Let's finish upgrading this table and put everything on it and just have some fun with it before I wrap up the stream. Because I need to wrap up stream soon because I'm going out with a friend in a bit. But I can have some fun still. Let's see. I can add some meteors. Add the rest of these. Where should I put them? I'll put one here and, I don't know, one here. And then answer a question about meteorites. Which body do most of the rocks in the asteroid belt orbit? Sun? Yes, they orbit the sun. I hope you enjoyed this speedrun, though. It was very fun. Definitely something I do not regret speedrunning. And then the satellite dish question. Main function of the satellite is to send and receive signals. Cool. All right. Now we can try it with everything upgraded for fun.
Your great work is being assembled.
Let me put chat back up for fun. Hold on. Hide live split. Thanks for tuning into this little speedrun. It was very fun. Oh. I also want to see what happens if you get the thing when you've already beaten the table. Because, like, I want to be able to go for a high score, so I don't want it to end the table, potentially. Oh, there isn't a rocket there anymore. There's just a mammoth. Huh. I just noticed that. He's just hanging out. I guess all the tables will now have a mammoth. Oh, wait! Oh, I can hit the mammoth! Come on! Oh, I've never gotten to hit that mammoth. Oh, I've always wanted to. So I guess some sort of bonus will happen when I do this now, since there's a mammoth instead of a, instead of your normal guy. Alright, let's go. Come on, get in the black hole. Someday I'll make it in there. Got it in there again, which is fun. Does that give you any points if it's not doing anything? It seems like it doesn't, which is wild. That you just have stuff that's just like, oh yeah, this is no points if you've already made it in there. I can also go for the satellite now, which is its own little challenge that I haven't figured out what the point is. But if you knock it over in that crank to the right, you turn on the satellite, which I think the goal is to do it when the satellite actually shows up on your screen. However, doing so is very hard. Either way, I really like this game. This was really fun, actually. Okay, I've turned on the satellite, but the satellite wasn't on screen, so I don't think I get the bonus. Curses. Let me get in the black hole once. Let me destroy my ball in the black hole. Get in there. Nope. Nowhere near. I either want to get in the black hole, or I want to send the rocket up when I don't have the rocket and see what happens to the little mammoth. I loved the mammoths in these games. They were so cute. If you have a mammoth persona, please get it drawn in this style. Do something fun with it in this way. Oh, I almost had it. I almost got the satellite while the satellite's overhead, which I believe is the goal. Oh, there we go. Oh, you got to watch some TV. Fun. Okay. This might be the best way to get the satellite shot, or the black hole shot, and I can't do it because there's a probe in the way. Oh, shoot. That hurts. I've ruined myself. I can't get my funny satellite. I can't get my funny black hole shot. Oh, and there goes the ball. Well, it was fun. Thanks so much for tuning in. Well, I'm probably gonna stop there because I've had a good time with this, but I need to go get ready for stuff. I hope you enjoyed watching me play this game. It's very, very cute. I might do a little bit more of it, but sort of now I have a good plan with this. It was very fun. Let me check if Flannel Cat is still streaming. I assume so. Yep. And let me go raid Flannel Cat. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with more streams. See what we do. Hopefully it'll be fun. And in the meantime, thanks for watching me play Pinball Science. I hope you learned a little bit about science. I hope you learned something about, like, electromagnets or something. So long, folks. Bye.